I am the best that I can be in this moment. That's today's affirmation for the family. I am the best that I can be in this moment. I ain't say nobody else, and I ain't say for nobody else. You are the best that you could be in this moment. I am the best that I could be in this moment. I am the best that I can be in this moment. I am the best that I can be in this moment. I am the best that I can be in this moment. And so it is, and so we are. Vibrationally, energetically, we are what we participate in. You are what you participate in. Vibrationally, energetically. What am I saying? People lie every day, but energy don't. People lie every day, and some of us don't even know that we lying, because we telling the truth, at least in our own mind. But vibrationally, energetically, you are what you participate in. People lie every day, but energy don't lie, family. And for those of us that know, you know. All it takes is an incident. Let me remind us that we are vibrational first. If we're energetic beings, that means that we are vibrational first. You may say, what does that mean? That means if you're aware enough, you can feel me coming before I reach you. If I'm aware enough, I can feel you coming before you reach me. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Let me remind us that we are vibrational first. And people lie every day, but our energy don't. If we are vibrational first, that means that whatever we're manifesting is only matching what we're feeling. It don't matter who play a part or what play a part or what occurred or what didn't occur or what we felt should occur. Whatever is manifesting is only matching what we're putting out. People lie every day, and we'll swear we're telling the truth. It's a metaphor, and most things that I say are, most spiritual teachings come as metaphors. And within the metaphor, there is a key. Another way for me to say that is, it's a card teaching. You got to catch it to get it. The video is already free. The jewels contained in it, you're going to have to unlock them. People lie every day and don't know it because they think they telling the truth. We think we telling the truth because the space that we identify from is most times based on a 3D basis. The world is not viewed just from our own eyes. I'm going to say it again. The world is not only viewed from our eyes. It's other people observing too. And as I've said previously, words don't teach. So if words don't teach, For all of us who use words, that means that the words that we're using in and of itself is not enough. Not if words don't teach. So we have to live by example. So I'm gonna say again, people lie every day, but energy don't. I live by example, and my name is Saul. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to the cosmic consciousness, soul control, family, and soul tribe. I sincerely hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, operating and radiating in the highest frequency of your authentic self. As for me, I am feeling good for no reason at all. I ain't always living the light. I repeat, I didn't always live in the light, nor did I always live for it. We're going through some major eye-openers at this time during this shift. It might be comfortable for some of us who know how to handle it. And it just as well may be just as uncomfortable for those of us who don't know how to handle it so well. For those of us who do know how to handle the triggers and how to handle the emotions that come with being triggered better, it doesn't mean that darkness don't reside in us. It doesn't mean that we still don't have our battles. We just handle it a little better, but it don't make me better than you or you better than I. We just handle it a little better. The transformation, our transformations, for those of us who are going through, for those of us who are using our energy to transmute the energies all throughout the day, all throughout our lives, all since we have consciously chose to identify as more spiritual beings on a spiritual path through our material lives. We know that it's not easy. The transformation is intense. Change is intense because change is uncomfortable. What goes on within us affect others around us for better or for worse. These are things that we need to be more aware of. What goes on with us personally affects others for better or for worse, conscious or unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly. And I ain't always living the light, nor for it. So, in saying that, it reminds me that I always got a dark side as well. Why am I stressing that? Because for those of us who are further along our spiritual journey, for those of us who have acquired more enlightenment or are more enlightened pertaining to spiritual things, for those of us who are more developed in knowing how to use the craft, we have a duty to remember how hard it was when we was in the dark. We have a duty to remember that we ain't always been in the light. And some of us who call ourselves in the light still in the dark, just really haven't got it yet. How do we know? All it takes is situations to show us where we at. Words don't teach. But when the trigger appears, it's time for you to be that example or be made an example. I don't know who I'm talking to. Remember how hard it was when you was in the dark. And also, remember how hard it was. Or remember how hard it can be for those who coming after us. As well, be aware of light imposters. We got a lot of light imposters out there, family. You don't get tricked from about your covering, because there ain't gonna be nobody to blame. And to position ourselves to not get tricked out of our covering, for those of us who have a covering in the first place, we can't get past what's been ignored. We have to remember we can't get past what's been ignored. So what does that mean? That means we're aware that we can't skip no steps. And if we have, that means we have to go back and do those steps that we skipped, because they popping up. It's springtime, remember? In springtime, gonna see who tired of being sick and tired. Because if you ain't tired of being sick and tired, you're gonna get tricked out your cover. If you ain't tired of living from your shadow side, you probably gonna get tricked out your cover. Y'all ain't tired yet? Man. If you don't know your triggers, you may get tricked out your covering. If you living from self-pride versus self-love, you just may get tricked out your covering. If you living from anger over logic, you may just get tricked out your cover. I've been there. That's how I know. I just ain't stay there. And that's a choice. We all have free will. My point is, whatever we put off, whenever we put it off, whatever we neglected, whenever we neglected it, whatever we put a Band-Aid on and then treat it through the process, it's coming back up. Are you tired of living from your shadow side? And if so, who willing to do whatever it takes to not just get to the light, but live for it? We all got free will. And I don't knock one person from the next for trying to get right with themselves, nor for those who ain't. But I am aware that when we get stuck, when we find ourselves backpedaling, when we find ourselves doing things in certain scenarios that we wouldn't normally do in others, it's time to check yourself. Because you already have started going back down there. And a lot of times when we start going back down there, pretending on what we participating in, we don't even realize it till it's rock bottom. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking for. But who willing to do whatever to get to the light and then live for it? My life vibration is my witness to the light that I bear. Because words don't teach. And a lot of y'all watching me do it. A lot. Those who know me personally, in my personal life, we watched each other go through the work. So we all know who did the work and we all know who didn't. Regardless if people understood it, judged it, or resisted it. It wasn't all about me and my journey, but it did take me to figure it out. So I'm glad I was the one. But what's my point? My point is, now it's your turn. Feel good for no reason at all. Remain true and authentic to the highest frequency of your authentic self. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stay up, family. Salud. Peace.